Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're checking out the brand new 2025 Yamaha R9. It's a brand new motorcycle Yamaha just released. It's slowly starting to show up at local dealerships here, assuming they're going to go really fast. This bike is probably the most bang for your buck, and you'll see what I mean by what you get and the price that comes with it. And we're just pulling up to Nash Power Sports here in Auburn, Washington, and we're going to check out this brand new motorcycle. Alright guys, we are here at Nash Power Sports here in Auburn, Washington, and we're checking out the brand new 2025 Yamaha R9. When I say this is the best bang for your buck, I really mean it. This thing is packed with tons of technology. So brand new for 2025. I love this new paint scheme, white and red. You're looking at 117 horsepower and 68 foot-pounds of torque, which is the same as the MT-09 in terms of torque. And if you've ever ridden the MT-09 with that CP3 engine, you know that it just has tons of torque all throughout the red band. It's just instant torque whenever you need it. So it's going to be really fun to drive on the street. The new headlight design for the R9. You got that single Cyclops headlight design with your traditional skinny style headlights. So you got KYB suspension front and rear, fully adjustable for compression and rebound. You got Brembo brakes, 320mm disc brakes, plenty of stopping power. Here's your rear KYB shock, and it has lever. You can twist this shock for easy, fast adjustments on the fly. So I really like that feature. So you can adjust this based on your weight and your riding style on the track, and also really handy for the streets. It has a quick up and down shifter. Has an all aluminum frame. This bike is about 430 pounds wet. You check out their new dash here, 5-inch TFT display. It has tons of features. You got this full-on cruise control module over here, all your blinkers and whatnot, all that is built into here. Fully adjustable suspension, rebound compression up here. Here's your start-stop switch. It has multiple levels of ABS, meaning you can turn off the rear wheel ABS when you're on the track. I've never heard of a bike that does that. That's pretty freaking sweet. It has a 6-axis IMU, so it can tell you any which way you're leaning, your leaning angle. Just give you all the tech you need for on and off the track. So pretty sweet bike. It's a lot wider than I thought it'd be. It's a 3-cylinder engine, but this tank is just as big as my 10R. But you got plenty of grip space, I guess, when you're on the track or when you really want to hug the tank. It kind of has this Moto GPS look with that rear tail. It's kind of like raised up, which is pretty cool. Definitely a lot taller than the R1. I think wheelbase wise, this is actually bigger than the R1. It looks bigger than the R1. I believe it's 56 inches wheelbase. Not as quite as big as my 10R, which is 57 inches, but still a very, very hefty bike. You got your typical red box exhaust down here. I'm sure anyone who buys this is going to swap it out for something aftermarket just to save some weight. That's probably a good 15-20 pounds there as it is. So 430 pounds wet. Take off the exhaust, or close to 410. So you got a lot of power with a very lightweight package. Take a look at the headlight design here. You got those LED blinkers integrated into the mirrors, which is pretty cool. You got your 120mm front tire, and then your typical 180 in the rear. We'll back up. We'll take a walk around the bike here. What do you think, guys? Would you guys rock the Yamaha R9? Let me know down below in the comments. I happen to love it. I think it's a beautiful bike, and for the price point. So the price of this bike is $12,500 MSRP, and it's packed with all the technology you could ever need. Check out the rear. Here's the new taillight. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the Yamaha R9 over here at Nash Power Sports. Drop a comment down below. Would you guys rock this bike? How tall are you, Mike? 5'7"? 5'7"? I'm not tempted. Can we start it? Or?
They started it earlier.
Okay.
I think the Yamaha guy has to do it.
Oh, really?
The blue.
Okay.
Ask him.
All right, so we're gonna get this started. This guy's checking out the bike. We're just gonna start it while he's on it.
Yeah, right.
That sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie. We have a few Gixxers over here. As far as the price point is concerned, this is about $13,000, pretty much in line with that new R9. It's pretty good comparison price point wise. However, I think the 750 pushes 140 or so horsepower. On the 750, you see it has a old school dash, but nothing wrong with that. It works. Just doesn't have the tech compared to that new R9. So you also got some Brembo. You also got some Brembo brakes over here. In terms of horsepower, you're about 140 horsepower. So you got a little more horsepower compared to the R9. However, when it comes to torque, I think there's a little less, around 50 foot-pounds of torque. So R9 takes it when it comes to that torque and instant acceleration when you need it, wherever you are in the power band. But you can see they got a good selection of bikes over here. Got a good old Ninja 500. Got a special place in my heart for those bikes. And yeah, bikes for days over here at Nash Power Sports. So, all right, guys. So we're sitting on the bike. Brand new TFT display. Here's your control panel here. It's got a pretty strong clutch pull. That's definitely not light. Maybe that's a Yamaha thing. I know my buddy had a Yamaha R1, Mr. Don Carlos, and that thing was like that thing was hard to pull. Maybe that's a Yamaha thing. But pretty sweet. Yeah, I think, well, check out this setup here, man. It's like a freaking TV remote. All right, guys, that is a wrap. So $12,500, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. I actually have 4 of those. 3 of them are up in the prep area, being prepped. And $500 to put a deposit down on it to make it yours. Not a bad deal at all. Alright guys, as always, thank you for watching. Hit subscribe if you guys want to see more bikes. And I'll catch you guys on a future video.
Every day is like Mother's Day. We don't need a season. And I know I'ma take you out.